You guys, welcome to number 4 of the Derby Career Mode Live, and to start off this episode we have got deadline day. We are top of the table as well, and we have got a big game against Newcastle, so it is going to be a really tough episode. And we have got Matija Vidra as one of the top goal scorers in the league as well. So let's move on to deadline day, and we'll see if we make any signings. So we did put a couple of late bids in for these players, Pryor and Jovic. We put Darren Bent plus 2 million for him, but they're not interested in the player, and they actually want 3.9 million. And unfortunately, we've only got 2 hours left now, so we're not going to be able to make any more signings. But in a way, we don't really need to, because we are top of the table. We seem to be beating everyone at the moment. But I think after this game against Newcastle, whether we do win or lose, I will raise or lower keep the difficulty the same. As you can see here, we've had a few contracts accepted: Mitchell, Christie, Grant, Santos, Lowe and Carson. We have improved the deal for Rawson though, because he is actually playing quite a few games as our backup centre-back. And as you can see here, Will Hughes is going to a 75 rated player. Also, what I'm going to do is actually remove James Wilson from this training and add just our players that we do have, because if we keep improving him, then he'll cost a lot more at the end of the season. So we'll improve the likes of Thorne and Jamie Hansen instead. So he's just signed a new contract pretty much, and he has actually grown to a 69 rated player. If we could get him into those 70s pretty soon, I'm definitely going to consider putting him into the first team as a new choice for Shackle, because he is 33 years old now. Obviously, he'll start going down in ratings, and yeah, Rawson, there you go, accepting that contract and keeping at the club for another 3 years. Into the first game then of the episode against Newcastle at home. This is the decider of whether we do keep the difficulty as it is or do raise it to legendary. If we do beat them, I will put it to legendary. If we don't, then we will be keeping it at world class. I've actually been playing 5-minute halves during this early access just to save like an extra 2-3 minutes from the game, and yeah, it just helps out in the long run. Here it is at home. I'm not too sure if we are actually going to change the stadium, but as you can see here, the two best defensive teams coming against each other. We've conceded to Newcastle only 1 goal, so this is going to be a big test, and a good test to see if we should improve it to legendary. Here we go through for Vidra. It's very early on in the match. We've had a lot of possession, cuts inside with the shot, good save from Sells, and James Wilson is there to find the back of the net. It's just more of a reason to raise it to the legendary, guys, because we've dominated in this first 5 minutes. I know Newcastle haven't had a touch of the ball and no attacks or anything, but we just did really nicely there. Nicely to get the shot off with Vidra here and find the rebound with Wilson very nicely. A good touch and a good finish from the England international, and yeah, good start to the game. And there it is, half time. We are currently 1-0 up. Good early start to the game. Newcastle have had a lot of possession, but they've not really gone past our halfway line. If I can show you the match facts, where was that single shot? I don't even remember that shot. I think it was blocked. So yeah, nothing really going for Newcastle. So I'm really tempted to raise it to legendary if it does stick like this. Tiote into Mitrovic. Shelvey, it's hit the post. Oof. That's a great ball through for Ince. Can he cut inside? Find it to Vidra. Find it in the back of the net. And we have killed off the game there with a nice goal from Matija Vidra to finish off the game. And yeah, just to make it legendary basically, because Newcastle, apart from that attack that they just had, literally nothing going forwards. A good cut inside from Ince. We did play the 4-4-1-1 with Ince in behind the striker. And there it is, full time, 2-0 against Newcastle, meaning we are going to be raising the difficulty to legendary. A little bit of a shame, but it is good, because it's been far too easy, this career mode so far. We haven't lost. We did lose that game against QPR, but we were playing on balance for the entire game, and yeah, we just couldn't really get any goals that way. So we are top of the table, 3 points clear at the moment, so we are going to be raising that difficulty to legendary. We're going to stick on 5-minute halves as well, until the full game does come out as well. We are going to go into a bit of training now, see if we can get a bit more growth to our players. And as you can see, Callum Patterson, he only had 59 interceptions. That's not the best for a fullback, but he has obviously grown to a 69 rated player now. Into the next game then against Ipswich, where I believe we did lose 1-0 against. I think it was our former player Varney scoring against us. So hopefully, now that it is on legendary, we can continue this good form. We have got a bit of low fitness to a couple of players, so I think we are going to rest up Bryson, bring on Thorne, and I think I'll stick Darren Bent on the bench, and I think we'll put Patterson at right back. Let's have a look at the Ipswich lineup then. I think they will be playing a 4-4-1-1 with Crawford in behind, Freddie Shears, Grant Ward on the right, Tom Lawrence, I think that is on the left. Bearer, good centre-back partnership of Smith and Bearer. Luke Chambers, and that's about it. That's about the only ones I do know. So, yeah, pretty good team, and obviously on Legendary now, going to be a bit harder. Here we go, Vidra on the edge of the box. Can he get the shot off? Yes, he can, but the keeper has made a good save there. That's a great ball out to Johnny Russell. Can he find James Wilson though? Yes, he can, and it is in the back of the net. James Wilson, 2 goals in 2 games so far in this episode, and seems to be getting the first goals for us for quite a while. And yeah, just before half time, score a goal, losing a low shot, whatever that means. All bad pass from Thorne here into Shears with the shot and with the save from Scotty Carson. That's a good touch from James Wilson. Has he got the pace to go around the player though? Yes, he does. Can he find the back of the net though? There's still another man in the way. He's gone past him with the shot. James Wilson is incredible. He's a lovely little player. 2nd goal in the game. About 4th in the league now, I believe. So he's doing very well indeed. I'm not too sure if we can actually sign him in January. Maybe just by cancelling the loan and permanently sign him. Or we just wait until the end of the season, which we'll probably do anyway. And yeah, pick him up for like 3 or 4 million. That would be a great sign. There it is, full time, a 2-0 victory against Ipswich, which is good to see. Even that we are on Legendary, we're still finding it quite easy. So we are currently 3 points clear at the top of the table, and if we win this next game, we can actually go 6 points clear. So kind of crazy when you think about it, how well we've actually done to kick off this series. Wilson and Vidra both on 4 goals. Good to see both the strikers firing quite nicely. I don't think anyone else is on here. Wells has actually got a couple of assists, and Will Hughes as well. Into the lineups then for today's game. I'm kind of tempted to rest Wilson, but we have got a week until our next fixture, so I think we will just wait. And I'm also going to put Bailey back into the lineup and Thomas Ince, as we did rest him in the last game against Ipswich, and we still did quite nicely. Into the last game of the episode then, just looking at the Bristol City lineup. I think they do play a 3 or a 5 at the back. No, they're playing a 4 at the back, so that's quite interesting to see. Callum O'Dowd, Tomlin, Freeman, Abraham, very good at the moment. Tammy Abraham doing a lot of damage, and obviously our first goal, I think it was in the league, was against them, or is it second? I think it was second. But yeah, Scott Gilburn, Matty Little, I think that is at right back. It's a pretty decent team with Aidan Flint as well at centre back.
3 changes for Derby.
Ball through for Tammy Abraham, and he has found the back of the net in the first 5 minutes. The man on form in real life at the moment has gotten them into the lead. Ball in. Go on, win it. And it is James Wilson, the man on form at the moment, has found the back of the net to get us back into the game immediately. Literally first attack, getting that goal. Through for Tammy Abraham. He's got the shot off, but it is an equally good save by Scotty Carson. Penalty. There we go, we've got a penalty here. Bailey being taken down. Obviously Vidra is going to take it with 79 penalty. We go Matthew Vidra. A wonderful penalty from the Czech player to make it 2-1 in the game. Give us in the lead just about 10 minutes before half time. There it is, half time. We are currently on Legendary, and we're still finding it quite easy, so that's good to see. And there it is, full time against Bristol City. Another 2-1 victory, another victory in this episode. We've won all 3 of our games again, and 2 out of those 3 games were on Legendary. In some training then to finish off the episode. If we could get a bit of growth, that'd be quite nice, but I don't think we are going to, because of the yeah, everyone's pretty much only just grown from the last rating. But as you can see there, Patterson going halfway to 70 already. So we are going to end off the episode on that note. We are currently top of the table by 4 points, I think that is. Yeah, 4 points clear, with Reading just behind us. And then after that, it's quite a big gap. So we are in a very good position. We haven't actually lost a game yet, so that's really good to see that we are unbeatable in the league. Only conceding 3 goals, so defensively doing very nicely. But as you can see in the last couple of games, it was a little bit harder now that we are on Legendary to actually score some goals. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we do carry on in this series when we do come against some harder teams. But we kind of upgraded the difficulty at the right time just after playing those big games. But nevertheless, we're going to have to do it till the end of the season. Still like 38 games to go. So make sure you do smash the like button. If you get over 50 likes, then that'd be absolutely fantastic. Subscribe if you are new to the channel.